Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV and another episode of our online sessions here. Now, today, we want to get an update from Skeena Resources, and Kelly Earle is here with us, the Vice President Communications of the company. Kelly, good morning and great to see you.
Hi, Jochen. Nice to see you too.
Thank you. I hope everything is fine in good old Vancouver.
Yes, all is well.
Fantastic. Great. Yeah, we have spoken some months ago, I think, and a lot of good things happened. And we should probably start with the first real big news about Eskay Creek, and that you have acquired 100%. Congratulations on that from Barrick. How did you do that? I mean, that's amazing.
Yes, we are about to acquire 100%. So the original deal terms that we signed with Barrick in December 2017 saw us acquiring 100%, but then Barrick could come back in for 51%. So they had a back-in right, and that was very much hanging over the stock. And in order for them to exercise that back-in right, they had to pay us 3 times our cumulative expenses. So to date, we've only spent $25 million. So that would see them spending 75. But we had aggressive plans to drill until the end of the option, which would have been in December. But it was kind of a back and forth. We were competing against each other, and we approached them and said, listen, if you're not interested in backing in right now because it's not yet a size that you're interested in, as a reminder, Eskay is currently sitting at 4 million ounces at 4.4 grams between the indicated and inferred. So not yet a tier 1 asset for Barrick. And we said, listen, if you're not yet interested in, then why don't you take a position in Skeena, become a large shareholder, extinguish the back and right, and we can let Skeena push the project forward. And they agreed to that. They were very open to that. So the new deal terms that we just announced last week see us acquiring 100%. The transaction's expected to close within about 3 months. And in exchange, we've given them 22.5 million units. So each unit contains 1 share and half a warrant. So once the transaction is closed, they'll own about 12.4% of the company. And if they exercise their warrants, then they'll go up to about 17%. They also have a 1% NSR across the whole project, and pro rata rights and a right to appoint someone to the board of directors. So it's a win-win for us. We get the expertise of Barrick on the board and as a shareholder, and we own 100% and can push Eskay Creek forward, which is very exciting.
Yeah, super. And that means that you are free now from any limits, liabilities, obligations, whatever. And you have Barrick as a big shareholder, which is also a big sign of trust to me.
Yes.
Because let's face it, I mean, Barrick is the largest gold producer in the world. And if they say, this is still interesting to us and we still want to keep shares in the company. So this must be positive.
It's very positive. I think Barrick, just like Skeena, sees the huge amount of exploration upside left at Eskay Creek. We've only really scratched the surface. We've been focused on infill drilling. We have about 14 million tons we need to bring from the inferred into the indicated category before we push forward with the pre-feasibility, which is due out in the first half of next year. So we've really not done any exploration drilling. I think we did about a handful of holes we let go below the current resource pit limits last year. We tagged into an exciting new lower mudstone horizon. That's where we had that 314 gram per ton over 2.21 meters hit. So that's really the only exploration we've done so far. So pretty excited about that lower mudstone horizon. We've got drills turning as we speak. They started drilling last week. We're at about 3 drill rigs right now, and we'll ramp up later in the summer, probably up to about 8 drill rigs by the fall. So lots of exciting drill results to come. 15,000 meters of infill drilling and about 20,000 meters of exploration drilling. So lots of drill results, and they'll probably start coming out at the end of August.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's quite seldom that an, let's call it a development, or let's say also exploration company, which you are, for 137,000 meters. That's really a lot, I would say. Super. When can we see the first results from the drilling? How fast are you?
I would say probably mid to late August, we'll start getting the first results back. You want to wait until you have a couple of drill holes off to the lab and get a couple of drill holes back. So yeah, we're anticipating probably mid to late August that we'll have the first drill results out. And we've started drilling in a 21A zone, which is that exciting area where we had that 314 gram per ton hit previously. So hopefully we can look forward to some more drill hits like that.
Yeah, I would love to hear you to hit another 300 grams.
Agreed.
That would be fantastic. Super. Also, you have started, or you have commenced with the pre-feasibility study for Eskay Creek. I think that's also a big thing, right?
Yes, yeah. So we officially launched that with Ausenco. Our goal is to have that out in the first half of next year, 2021. And then immediately once that is out, we're going to push forward with the full feasibility study and hope to have that out by the end of next year. So exciting times ahead for sure.
That would be really fast. And that would mean then also that you can really do like a production decision, right?
Yes. Yeah. So the goal would be our timeline, it's aggressive, but a full feasibility end of next year. Then we'd raise the money we need after that. And construction would start in Q1 of 2022. We're looking at a 2-year for construction, and then production would start after that. So 2024, Q1 2024 for production. That's the goal right now.
That would be super. And then probably gold is at 3,000.
Yes. Hopefully.
It would be great. And you are in one of the best jurisdictions in the world. I think that's also a big plus point. Money. This is also something what is very important. I saw you had a warrant exercise. Then you sold another project. Then you had a big raise where also I think Eric Sprott came in, if I'm not wrong.
Nope.
No, not Eric. Who was that?
Not was one. No, it was just a raise with our existing shareholders, so mostly institutional shareholders that participated in the raise earlier in the year. Yes.
Yeah. So that means what is today the status of the money, and is it enough to really move the things really forward, meaning going full throttle?
So you're right. We did a large raise. We've had warrants come in, and we sold our GJ project to Newcrest for $7.5 million in cash. So that leaves us at just under $50 million in the bank right now. So it's with that we're going to be doing all the exploration drilling that we have planned, and also the all the infill drilling. So we're very well financed to push forward with everything that we have planned for through to the end of the year.
Super. And I can imagine when you show the first good results, or even let's say ongoing good results, then financing is never ever an issue.
I would agree with you there.
Yeah. Fantastic. Then I saw you have a new chief operating officer.
Yes. So that's an more exciting news. Shane Williams just joined us. We're very excited to bring an engineer on board, really help us go into that next development phase. Shane's experience is with Eldorado. He took formerly Integra's Lamaque project from PEA all the way through to production. He has open pit mine experience in the north, which is really beneficial. He worked at a mine called Olympias, which has deleterious elements. Big open pit, very similar to Eskay Creek. So he's definitely the right fit for our project, and we're excited to have him take us into that next development stage.
Super, fantastic. Well, then it sounds to me like that everything is in really good shape, and that was a great, fast update interview, Kelly. Thank you very much. And I'm pretty sure we talk beginning of September latest, because when you get your first drill results back, that's time for an update.
Perfect. The only other thing I would mention is...
Yes, please.
We also have a resource coming out on our other asset, Snip. That should be out within about the next month, which is exciting. It'll be the first time we've put a resource out at Snip. It's very high grade ounces, and we're going to look at the possibility of adding Snip to Eskay Creek, trucking the ore there to mill it, because they're about 40 kilometers away. So first step is the resource, then we'll pass it off to Ausenco, our engineers, to see if it makes sense to blend the two projects together. So that's some more exciting news to come, is another resource coming out of Snip.
Yeah, I would really say this is a really big thing, because if you can combine two mines with, let's say, one facility, that saves a lot of money, lifting a lot of synergies, and you can even make it bigger.
Yes, and Snip is underground and high grade. So Eskay is running at about 4.4, and Snip's looking like it'll be substantially higher than that for the underground resources at Snip. So an exciting resource to come shortly.
Super. Hey, we look forward on that. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Kelly. All the best. And I would say enjoy the summer, and we talk in approximately 6 weeks.
Perfect. Wonderful. Nice to speak with you, Jochen.
Super. Thank you very much, Kelly. All the best.
Bye now.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kelly Earle, Vice President Communications of Skeena Resources. And you heard it. A ton of good things are really going on with the company. Eskay Creek is then 100% in their hands, but still Barrick remains as a large shareholder, which signs a real big trust in the company and also in the team. Then they have enlarged the team already with, I would say with a top-notch professional professional who is capable to bring mines into production. This is the expertise you need, of course, also around the team, and a good lead. And also, as Kelly just pointed out with Snip, I just forgot to talk on that, but Snip is also really a great project, very high grade. And if they can combine both projects, that would be an outstanding mine, actually 2 mines with 1 big facility. That's what we want to see in one asset in the safest and the best jurisdictions in the world. I suggest you check out the company after the run. It had a little bit consolidated, so maybe it's again time to have a look at the share price. Thank you very much, and bye-bye from Switzerland, and bye-bye to Vancouver. Thank you very much. Take care.